Good afternoon, AAHOA. Laura Lee Blake, your President and CEO. I am joined this afternoon with Bharat Patel, our Chairman of AAHOA, and we are here to address a very important issue, and that is the New Jersey legislation. We know there are a lot of questions, a lot of concerns about what AAHOA is doing, and we want to address those head-on this afternoon so you're educated about it. Before I get into my questions, let me just give you a quick introduction. I will share that 4 days before I started as your President and CEO last year, on May 12, 2022, we went in front of the New Jersey Assembly, the Judiciary Committee. I testified in support of this New Jersey legislation. I was joined by 20 or 30 of our strong New Jersey leaders who also testified, shared their stories, and explained why fair franchising is so important. It passed out of that Assembly Committee that day. It then, on March 25, went to the Assembly Commerce and Economic Development Committee, and our chairman went to testify in front of the committee again with a whole host of our AAHOA New Jersey members. Again, it passed out of the committee. Finally, on May 25, it went before the entire Assembly in New Jersey, and it passed by a vote of 41 to 28, with 2 abstaining. It's now in front of the Senate. The first stop will be the Senate Commerce Committee. And so with that background, I'd like to turn to you, Bharat, and ask a few questions.
Sure.
In light of the extensive media coverage of AAHOA's support for this New Jersey legislation, as well as the news that several major franchisors actually pulled out of supporting AAHOA, they did not come to our AAHOACon convention last year, what is AAHOA's response to all of this? What has been, can you share with the members what we are thinking and what's going on with this?
So right now, AAHOA continues to reach out to each and every one of the franchisors. Since the beginning of 2022, AAHOA has had more than 60 touch points with these industry brands, specifically concerning AAHOA's 12 points of fair franchising and AAHOA's ongoing advocacy work in New Jersey. We've had 4 in-person conversations and a Zoom meeting with American Hotel and Lodging, AAHOA, to specifically address the New Jersey bill and AAHOA's strong opposition to the New Jersey bill.
Now, amendments have been made to the New Jersey bill. What was AAHOA's role in securing these amendments?
So look, we served a primary role, front and center. Our chairman at the time, Neil Patel, recognized, along with his fellow officers, that we needed to ensure that if we're supporting the New Jersey bill, that it was something that was fair to everyone. We sat down as a team and started redlining and removing any aspect of the bill that would impact brand standards or the hotel guest experience. That was a substantial portion of the bill. We brought it to the AAHOA board, and after much discussion and debate, the AAHOA board unanimously approved the amendments. We then spoke with our New Jersey members, our fellow hoteliers, and they were initially opposed and maybe ambivalent about the amendments. What they saw is that AAHOA, in good faith and compromise, approached the author of the bill, Raj Mukherjee, and we present these red line amendments to him. And he was able to introduce this into the committee. It was a satisfactory set of amendments. They were introduced through the Assembly member, Raj Mukherjee, via the Commerce and Economic Development Committee. On March 20th, I was there with our New Jersey members and supported the amendment, and that passed out of committee. In the end, AAHOA took the lead in proposing and getting these amendments passed for the betterment of the entire system, for the betterment of the guest experience and the franchisees.
Yes, love the fact that AAHOA took the lead in securing these amendments.
Absolutely.
But with the considerable backlash that AAHOA has faced in connection with its support of the New Jersey bill, why does AAHOA continue to support it?
Great question, Laura Lee. These 4 pillars of franchise advocacy represent the primary issues for which AAHOA advocates on behalf of member hoteliers. The 4 pillars of franchise advocacy: first, mandated vendors. Limiting brands from mandating specific vendors to encourage competitive pricing. However, brands can control lists of approved vendors to ensure compliance with brand and product standards, especially when these items are trademarked. Second, rebates. fully disclosing all vendor rebates and returning them to the franchisees for the betterment of the franchise system. Third, loyalty programs, fairly compensating franchisees for all loyalty programs, discounted sales, and free reward nights. Fourth, new fees, avoiding unilaterally imposed and arbitrary franchise fees without proper disclosure and approval.
So Bharat, what's the next steps?
So we are making strong efforts to support the brands that support us, and that's what I ask of our membership. We continue to reach out to the franchisors that pulled out and restart the dialogue with those franchisors. Throughout these meetings, we have asked franchisors to take a close look at these 4 pillars of franchise advocacy and share their willingness to incorporate these principles into their franchise agreements and practices. By doing so, we aim to enhance the overall relationship, transparency, and fairness for all stakeholders involved in the franchising process.
Your insights, your input, kind of this overview of everything AAHOA is doing, very educational for our members so that they better understand why we continue to take this position, but at the same time are willing to talk to the franchisors, are willing to try to reach some resolution as we move forward.
Yeah, and to my fellow AAHOA members and our fellow hoteliers out there, I think it's really important for all of us to be engaged and connected with our association as we go down this journey. I think it's really important to understand that we're doing this for the next generation of hoteliers. And I hope to see you at the next regional event, even at convention. So I really appreciate your time, and I'll see you on the road.
Thank you, Bharat.